Hi Libra, welcome to your What They Can't Get Over reading for November 19th through December 18th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to Miriam Kramer. Much love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love and support. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, and it also could be positive or radiant in the sense that it is about why someone cherishes you and enjoys having you in their life, rather than someone being stubborn and obstinate and, you know, just holding a grudge. So it could be either one. All right. It is simply what they are stuck on about you. All right, Libra. 9 of Swords. All right. Death. I'm sorry, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Oh, there you go. Emperor. Okay, so this could be Scorpio, this could be Aries. 4 of Wands. 7 of Cups. 5 of Swords. 10 of Cups. All right. Let me move this over here. All right, what do we got here? So, is this someone that's just hoping you two can part friends, or, you know, just wanting to have done with it and you two are just done? Okay. This is someone that is probably like, you know what, it doesn't get any better. We talk, we agree, and then it just doesn't change anything. And they've either been put off, or they just feel like they're continually let down. Nothing changes. What's this Emperor about? What's this Emperor about? Knight of Swords. So that could be Aquarius. What's this 4 of Wands about? Oopsie. Okay, that one jumped. That's a 9 of Wands. So again with the 9, we got a 9 here. Oh boy, what's this 4 of Wands about? For Libra. Judgment. What's this 7 of Cups about? The Sun, that could be Leo. So this could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Sagittarius. It's Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Leo. What's his Death card about? Because that's going to be the deciding factor here, whether it's a good thing or, I mean, this is someone at the crossroads. What's this Death card about? This is someone at the crossroads. Death card for Libra. This is someone that doesn't know what to do because they're not sure if it's going to stick this time. If whatever change has been promised, either by you or you're not sure by promises by them, if it's going to work out this time. And they want to try, but they just don't know if it's too late, if the damage has been done, if this is beyond repair or not. I think they're tired, and I think they're suspicious, and I think they want to have this work, but they just don't feel like they can take another blow of being let down, or not being followed through with, or being just that nothing changes. It's this 9 of Swords about. So 9 of Swords. 8 of Cups. It says 5 of Swords. Page of Swords. So is somebody in standby mode waiting to hear, but it's almost like too much time has gone by and they're just like, I don't know now. so much has transpired, so much has happened, and nothing's progressed, nothing's changed. And it's like this carrot of the happily ever after is being hung out there, and it's like it's not gotten any better, nothing's changed, and enough time has gone by now to where the person's like, you know what, I don't know if I can come back from this. I don't know if you and I are still a thing with all that's transpired. Are they waiting to hear if you've decided on what you're supposed to have decided on? Or is it them wanting to just, you know what, I just got to be done with this and try to get out in front of it and go solo and be like, it's never going to change. And I just want to get on with my own life. And I'm going to definitely learn from this situation, but I don't want to be a part of it anymore because I can't, because it costs me too much. It's almost like they don't know what to do, but they don't see how this can work out. And it has everything to do with same old, been here before, done that, nothing changes, you don't mean what you say. What's this 10 of Cups? 10 of Cups right here. What's this 10 of Cups? Wow. So we got 10 of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Good golly. Okay. So, I mean, hopefully that means that there's going to be a change of heart, or maybe it's that, well, hang on a second here. That's for Libra. That's for Libra. I think that they are looking to the future and they want you to do the same. We got the 8 of Cups here. I think that they just can't take any more of the indecision or things not progressing, having their trust broken or feeling let down, and not having progressed in the relationship, things not being taken to the next level, changes promised that were never followed through with. And they're like, you know what, you go off and be happy, I'm going to do the same. And yet, then we come back to them going, well, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, this is someone that's having a really hard time letting go and moving on. And I think they feel like once they do that, you might make the changes that they wanted you to make. You might be ready for the commitment that they wanted from you, or you might be finally ready to do the thing, and they're going to have closed the door and they can't go back, and they're going to be sitting there watching what could have been and be tortured all over again. So this is someone that's got one foot out the door perpetually and is creating emotional distance, but they don't want to move on unless you move on. If you don't move on, they're going to stay put, because they, on the off chance, they don't want you to, they don't want to feel like, well, I trained her, you know, or I trained him to be the best partner for the next person. They don't want that. They want the best of you because they feel like they trained you. They feel like they deserve the best part of you. They deserve the transformation that's going to take place. They deserve the benefit of that, because all these years, all this time, for some of you it's all these years, but other than that, you two have been through kind of a lot. And for you to take that and have learned and then go and thrive in another relationship, that just would be really hard on your person. that would not suit. So this is somebody that's really hoping that things will change within a specific time frame for them, because they don't want to lose out on you finally being ready for the relationship that could have been with them. So round and round they go. They don't know what to do. They're perpetually at the crossroads, and they're waiting for you to do the thing. They're waiting for you to do the thing. They don't want to miss out on it. What else for Libra? So basically what they can't get over is kind of you, with the caveat that they can't get over the indecision or the fact that things never progressed with them. And they view it as you being able to make a series of choices that would have allowed you to progress, or you simply making the commitment to do so. And If you are able to go on and do that with someone else, but you didn't do that with them, that means it was them and not you. And I don't think your person can abide that. So that's why they're kind of halfway in, halfway out, keeping tabs. It's almost like they've got dibs. If you make the change, then they're first in line. You don't get to go date someone else with all this goodness and benefit of what they went through to get you there to be ready for the next person. They're like, that's mine. I get the benefit of some of that. And I'm not talking about like they're crazy pants. I'm just saying that this is someone that doesn't know what to do. They don't know how it's going to work out the way it is, but if you made the changes, then it could work out. But are you going to make them or are you not? And they're trying to create some different distance out of self-preservation, but they don't want to let you go in case you do mature. And I say that with quotes because, let's operationally define that. Is it because are they using mature as in, well, I want them to be what I want them to be? Well, that has nothing to do with maturity. That's simply someone wanting you to be how they want you to be, and whether or not that's realistic or not. That's nothing to do with maturity. Anyway, point being, are they going to you're going to get the benefit of that, of you maturing or not? Which sounds pretty immature on their part, but who am I to judge, right? That's for Libra. Oh, Maria. You see that? Time to let go. Okay. So this halfway in and halfway outedness, perhaps you are too, because that wouldn't have come up unless it applied to you, not first, but unless it applied to you too. I'm sitting here talking about your person needing to make a decision. If nothing else, we got the Five of Swords here, and they've been tortured by this, but if you two haven't gotten it together by now, and I'm not saying this out of advice or like, all right, no, but honestly, there's indecision all over the place here. And being on the verge of progressing, being on the verge of making a decision. But if you two can't see how, then what's the point? You know what I mean? If you're hung up on how or who's going to make the first move, you two are not, it's not your time to be together then. If there's this fear of progressing or vulnerability, or even if other things are getting in the way, this is not the time for, obviously the priorities are different. I get this real sense that your person doesn't want to let go though, because they feel proprietary over the growth that may happen with you. They feel like they get first dibs on that. But if you're, yeah, you need to focus on yourself. This is like some of you might even need to move out. Maybe that's the final is moving out. That would put I don't want to say nail in the coffin, but that would be the final to getting the message across that, look, we can't keep staying in this indecisive space, and I need you to know I'm serious. I need to know I'm serious. I need to get myself out of here so I can think. What else for Libra? Get myself out of there so I can think. This says reflect. And that's judgment right there. This is someone that if you were to say and do the things, they would concede. But they're not going to do it unless you make the first move, unless you come up with the ideas, unless this is your idea, because they feel like they don't want to be the one, again, to decide, and then you turn around and go off and live your best life, and they're like, I could have been a part of that. It's very proprietary. Someone feels owed, or someone feels like, I'm not missing out on something in case they grow up, or in case they such and such. I'm not going to miss out on that. Where's the love here? We've got the Ace of Cups here, but that's contingent. That's contingent on you making some decisions here. But there's been nothing but indecisive and kind of you pacing each other, but not progressing. So this is about letting go and moving on for now, or moving forward, I should say, for now. probably unto yourself, because I think your person is just in it because they don't want to miss out on any good stuff that you might embark upon. They're halfway in and halfway out, and that just feels really opportunistic to me. It doesn't feel like they're there because they care and that you two are kind of going through this hazy phase or anything. This is someone that's at this point, they're just trying to kind of get some recompense for their previous effort in the relationship. They're trying to get compensated for time served. What else for Libra? The thing is, I don't want to make it sound like they're bad or anything like that. It's just that this person is, I think they're disappointed. I think they've waited longer than self-respect would allow. I think that bothers them. And I think they want some kind of compensation for time served. Like they want to know that their time with you amounted to something, that it wasn't just a crapshoot, because that's time that they can't get back and they would feel like a fool. And so they don't know what to do, and they put their happiness in your hands, which is too much of a responsibility for anybody. Honestly, you can influence their happiness, but you can't control it. You can't be responsible for it. And so it's almost like this subversive control stuff. Like, well, I'm waiting for you. Well, what if I don't know what I want? Don't put that kind of pressure on me. I never promised you anything. Your suggestions are not obligations. So, like, just because you think we should this and that, I don't know what I want. That doesn't obligate me to go by your schedule because I'm unsure of mine. What else for Libra? Somehow it's your fault for being indecisive. But wait a second, what about them for not leaving when they realized they weren't getting their needs met? Where's the personal responsibility here? Okay, so, oh, whoopsie. Okay, so I always turn it clockwise. For me, that's my thing. Okay, so, and this was like this, so it just, okay. All right, so this is the wheel reversed, and yeah, the High Priestess, which could be Pisces or Cancerian. So this is, things have not worked out. There's been a series of delays. This was just a really kind of hard, difficult connection. It's been embattled in the sense that there's probably been some kind of tit for tat, pettiness, bickering. At least it's devolved to that. And again, with the pulling back and time to let go and reflect. This is all about going inward, pulling back your power, honestly, both of you, pulling back your power and getting right with yourself again. No more indecision, no more kind of going, well, I'm waiting on you. Oh, you don't need to wait on me. If and when I was ready, I would have let you know. So you take back your own power and you make your own decisions. Don't you put that on me. And that's passive aggressive, and that's nope. Show that business the door, because that's what that is control. No. So it's about pulling back your power and making your own decisions and not letting this person put their expectations on you, and then you're sitting there working, trying to get your own needs met because you don't know what you want, but trying to appease them. They can tell, and nobody's happy. So take back your power. I don't want to say go dark, but go, you two need to, and I think you know what you want. I think maybe your person is upset that you don't want them, or that you just weren't that into it. And because of that, you might need to be a bit reclusive or just kind of go dark until you know what you want. But even still, you don't owe them anything. You don't owe to tell them. You don't have to sit there and, well, I've made up my mind. The thing is if someone's not getting their needs met, it is their responsibility to handle their discontent. That does not obligate anybody. They can be frustrating not getting your needs met with a partner, but you have to I'm just saying, a person has to take care of their own needs. Right? Ultimately, if you're not getting your needs met, you're being devalued or undervalued or being taken for granted, you have to address that, right? You can do your due diligence and tell your partner, hey, I'm feeling like this and that and the other. And if nothing gets done, it is your responsibility to go, well, I'm not getting my needs met. If I stay here, I'm going to go crazy. So I got to take myself out of this situation and do this and that and the other. But where it gets messy, and what happened here is people stay and then turn around and stare at their partner with their arms crossed and their hip cocked out. And it's like, I'm waiting. And that nobody's happy there. This is just someone wanting to be right, someone wanting recompense, someone feeling owed for their time and effort. And why don't you love me? Why am I not important? It gets weird. I'm just saying. So this is about pulling back your power and doing what you feel is best for you and your person too. Each of you doing what is best for your own needs. A lot of thinking, a lot of reflecting, letting go, transitioning, moving on. What you entered into agreement is done now. It does not suit either of you anymore. This is about, instead of transforming and filling in some shoe, you know what I mean? Like stepping into the shoes of what would make your partner happy. I think this is about both of you letting go of what once was. Because at this point, any kind of transformation that you made, I don't even know if that would make your partner happy. I think they would be suspect. I think they would be hurt that it took you so long. I don't know that they'd even trust you because they'd be waiting for the other shoe to drop. They'd think that the transformation was only temporary. Or they'd want you to prove it to them for quite some time that you really have changed, that you really this, that you really that. And it's like, that's exhausting. Just let go. My God, you deserve to be happy. We both do. Lord. So this is someone that is having a hard time letting go. And I think you have been indecisive, perhaps hoping that they would get the hint, or just like, well, maybe they'd be willing to wait it out. The thing is, maybe they'd be willing to wait it out until I know. I think that you do know, you just don't want the drama of leaving this behind. Because this person can be quite persistent, it feels like. So I think they're going to want to get out. Well, you know what? Fine, I'm leaving. I'm going to take care of my own needs and my own life. And then guess what? Here they come. Because they finally move forward or move on. And then you're like, well, okay. And then you start attending to yourself. And they're like, wait a second. Why didn't you do that when we were together? What? Have you been watching me? Are you sitting outside my house watching me? You know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing? Why do you care what I do now? We're broken apart. You worry about yourself. You drive. There's that little snippet of that kid in the car that you worry about yourself, trying to do her little seatbelt. But yeah, it's kind of like that. Somebody needs to let go, and I have a feeling it's your person. I don't think it's you. I think it's your person needs to let go. Halfway in, halfway out. Got to commit, make a decision to which one. And they're not owed anything. If all of a sudden you're liberated and you start living your best life, don't let them come a knocking and make you feel guilty about being happy. Why weren't you like that when we were together? Well, probably because you were sitting on me. Like, I kind of... Oh, I already did this one. And I did that one. Good gracious. Oh, I did everything. I'm sitting here shuffling a deck. Okay, all right, shutting up. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Libra. Good luck with this. I hope that you get to where you're able to look to your own future instead of having to kind of, no disrespect to crosswatchers, but drag the anchor around. This feels heavy, and it feels like you're just like, because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If there is a transformation and there is a sort of realizing that your person was right all along, or you finally rise up to where they want you to be, you're resentful. You're not sure it's going to stick because it's not authentic. They don't trust you and they're angry it took you so long, and it's just a mess. Changing for someone else is not the answer. It rarely is, especially in this case. Thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.